In the village of African, there was a man called Mr. Ojeki. He was the owner of many big shops, cars, and houses. People always said, "Money can buy anything. Mr. Ojeki is the luckiest man." But inside his heart, Mr. Ojeki was not always happy. He loved only one thing more than his money: his little daughter, Amara. She was just 8 years old, with bright eyes and a sweet smile. Whenever she laughed, it was like the whole house was filled with light. One day, Amara started coughing. At first, it was small. Mr. Ojeki bought the best syrup from the biggest pharmacy. He thought the cough would go away. But instead of getting better, Amara became weaker every day. Mr. Ojeki rushed her to the best hospital in the city. Doctors came in with white coats, using big machines, giving her strong medicine. He paid millions of naira. He shouted, "Save my child! I have money! I will pay anything!" But Amara's eyes looked tired. She held her father's hand and whispered, "Daddy, don't cry." That night, Mr. Ojeki did not sleep. He sat beside her bed, watching the machines beep. His heart was shaking. He remembered how he was always too busy counting money and attending meetings, while Amara wanted him to play with her. Tears dropped from his eyes. The next morning, the doctor came and said quietly, "Sir, her sickness is very strong. Money alone cannot save her. She needs something more. She needs peace, care, and prayers." Mr. Ojeki felt like the ground opened under him. For the first time in his life, money could not solve the problem. He knelt beside Amara's bed, holding her small hands with tears running down his cheeks. As Mr. Ojeki knelt by the bed, Amara looked at him with weak eyes. She tried to smile, but her lips were dry. "Daddy," she whispered softly, "will you tell me a story? The one about the bird who found its way home." Mr. Ojeki's throat felt tight. He had not told her a story in many months. He had always been busy running after money. Now, here was his little girl asking for just one thing: a story. He wiped his tears and began, his voice shaking. There was a little bird who got lost in the forest. Amara listened, her tiny fingers holding his hand tightly. For the first time, Mr. Ojeki forgot about his money, his cars, and his shops. He only cared about his daughter's smile. But as he spoke, her breathing became slower. The machines beside her bed began to beep differently. Nurses rushed in. They shouted the doctor's name. Mr. Ojeki's heart raced. "Please, save her. I will give you all my money. Please don't take my child," his father cried. The doctor shook his head sadly. "Sir, money cannot buy life. We will try our best, but we cannot promise." Mr. Ojeki fell to the ground, crying like a baby. He remembered how he used to laugh at poor people, thinking money made him better than them. But now, his money was useless. He would have given everything, every car, every shop, every house just to see Amara run again in the garden. Amara turned her head slowly and whispered, "Daddy, please don't cry. Promise me you will be kind to people. Promise you will not forget me." Her words broke his heart. He held her close, shaking his head. "I promise, my child. Please stay with me, don't go." The room became quiet except for the sound of the machines. Nurses watched with tears in their eyes. Even the doctor's voice became heavy. The air inside the hospital room felt heavy. Every second felt like 1 hour. Mr. Ojeki pressed Amara's small hand against his chest as if his heartbeat could keep her alive. "Daddy," Amara's voice was weak, like a small whisper carried by the wind. "Do you remember the garden, where we used to plant flowers?" Mr. Ojeki's eyes widened. He remembered. Long ago, when Amara was only 5, she had begged him to plant flowers with her. He was always too busy, but one Sunday afternoon, he agreed. Together they planted a red rose. He had forgotten about it, but she hadn't. "Yes, my princess," he said, his voice shaking. "I remember. The red rose." Amara gave a small smile. "When I get better, can we go there again?" Tears poured from his eyes. He hugged her softly, afraid of hurting her weak body. Yes, we will go there. I promise. The machines beeped again, this time louder and faster. The nurse whispered, "Doctor, she's losing strength." The doctor looked at Mr. Ojeki. "Please, sir, be strong." "No. Don't tell me to be strong, Mr. Ojeki shouted, his voice breaking. "Save her. Take all my money, take my houses, my shops, my cars, take everything, but don't take my daughter." Silence fell. Even the machines slowed. Amara's eyes blinked slowly, struggling to stay open. "Daddy," she whispered, "I don't need the big cars. I only needed you." Those words hit him like thunder. He buried his face in her hand, sobbing loudly. The rich man who never bowed to anyone was now crying on the hospital floor, begging his little girl to live. The doctor tried to work quickly, pressing her chest, calling the nurses. But Mr. Ojeki felt that her hand was slipping away from his. He screamed, "No! God, please! Don't take her from me!" The whole hospital corridor grew silent. People passing by stopped, hearing the cry of a father who had everything but could not buy the life of his child. The room was filled with cries. Mr. Ojeki held Amara's hand so tightly that his fingers shook. Her skin felt colder, her breaths became slower, like someone blowing a candle that was about to go out. The doctor pressed his chest against time. "Stay with us, little one, stay with us." Nurses rushed with injections, with oxygen. But the machines began to show a thin, straight line. The sound cut through the air like a knife. "No! Don't you dare leave me!" Mr. Ojeki shouted, shaking her tiny body. "Amara, wake up! Daddy is here. Daddy is sorry. Please don't go." Tears poured like rain from his eyes. He had never cried this way in his life. He had money, he had power, but right now he was just a broken man begging his child to stay alive. Suddenly, Amara's eyes opened a little. Very weak. She looked at him one last time. A small smile formed on her lips. "Daddy," she whispered slowly, "I love you." Then her hand dropped. The room froze. The machine gave a long, endless beep. "Time of death," the doctor whispered. Mr. Ojeki fell to the floor, holding her lifeless body. His voice shook the hospital walls. "No, my child, my only joy. Take my money, take my life, but don't take her from me." Everyone in the room cried, the nurses, the doctor, even strangers at the door. They had seen death many times, but watching a rich man crumble like a child over his daughter's body was too painful to bear. Mr. Ojeki rocked Amara in his arms, whispering, "I was too busy, too blind. I thought money could do everything. But now I know, money is nothing." His expensive suit was soaked with tears. His gold watch, his diamond ring, his shiny shoes all useless before death. Outside the hospital, the sky grew dark, as if heaven itself was mourning with him. Rain began to fall heavily, washing the streets, as if God wanted the world to cry too. After Amara's death, Mr. Ojeki was never the same again. He left his big offices, his expensive cars, and his endless meetings. He gave away his money to help sick children in the hospital, children who had no parents to pay their bills. He built a small garden in the hospital compound and planted red roses, the flower Amara loved most. Every morning, he sat there, talking to God, remembering his little girl's last words. "Daddy, I don't need the big cars. I only needed you." Mr. Ojeki learned too late that money can buy houses, clothes, and cars, but it cannot buy life, love, or time. And from that day, he told everyone he met, "Love your family while they are still here. Give them your time, not just your money. Because when death comes, all your riches mean nothing." If these stories touching your heart in any way, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, share and comment. Tell us where you are watching from.